Hey guys, I'm Leah with Key Print Co. and welcome back to the print shop. I've been printing since 2007 and over the years I have printed thousands of shirts from local organizations all the way to celebrities and influencers. And now I'm going to show you how to do it too. Today we're going to work on some long sleeve shirts with direct-to-film transfers. And we got this order by asking our neighbors regularly if they need any more work uniforms. Now I know that sometimes it might feel like we're just bothering people or annoying them because we're constantly asking if they need any more work uniforms, but just remember that to them, you're actually doing them a big favor by checking in with them regularly. Anybody who works outside like electricians or construction workers, they're constantly going through these shirts. So when you check in with them regularly, you might actually just be taking an item off their to-do list and they're gonna be really grateful for that. If you wanna see a playlist of more ways to get orders, check out the link in the description and follow for more. For this order, we're printing on some navy blue Gildan Ultra Cotton long sleeve pocket tees. And these are a really good option for work shirts, especially ones that are budget friendly. And they also have a pocket because that's what the customer wanted. Now between screen printing, direct to garment, and direct to film, we went with direct to film for this order for three main reasons. The first is that it's just 5 units total, so it's way too small for the other two methods. The second is that the screen printing setup alone would have been way too much for this order. And the third is that this is a repeat order, so we ordered the transfers in bulk to save on production costs. So first up, we're gonna order the blanks from the warehouse to get the order started. Since this is a reorder, we already have the left chest transfers that we ordered in bulk. So we're just gonna order the sleeve transfers for this order. Now before we start printing, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. My goal is to keep making more free content and tutorials for the printing community, but I need your help to do so. By subscribing to the channel and liking these videos, you help us reach more print shops and get more information out there so we can all come up together. So I really appreciate your support. And now, let's print. So once the transfers arrive, we're gonna cut them up and place them in these little bins to get them ready for production. For the setup, we're just gonna stack all the shirts face up on the table across from the heat press. And then finally, we're gonna set the time and the temperature on the press for our transfers. Now for us, it's gonna be 300 degrees for 10 seconds, but definitely check the manufacturer of your transfers for your information. Now let's talk about pockets for a second. In my experience, pockets are almost never perfectly straight, and sometimes they're horribly crooked. Just to be on the safe side, when you're placing the transfer or you're lining up your prints, make sure to not just look at the pocket for the alignment. Make sure you look at the whole shirt just to make sure that it's straight. So we're gonna start by placing the transfer over the pocket, and then we're gonna check the collar to make sure that it's nice and straight. Then we're gonna hold it down with some heat resistant tape, and we're gonna take it over to the press. For this order, I'm gonna be using a press pillow. And you already know I love press pillows because they make sure that the transfer and the shirt are really well stuck together. So if you haven't already, go check out the video on how to use press pillows. It's a game changer. Once the press pillow is in, we're gonna use a protective sheet to cover the transfer, and we're gonna press it down for the first press. Once the time is up, you lift the press, remove the sheet, and give it a few seconds to cool down before you rip off the film. Now this step might be a little different for everybody, depending on whether you have cold, warm, or hot peel transfers. So check with the manufacturer to see which ones you got. Then for the second press, cover it again with the protective sheet and hit it again for the second time. And this is gonna help a lot with the durability of the print and the feel of the final product. And that's it. After the second press, you're done with the left chest print. When I printed this order, I did all of the left chest prints first, because I just feel like I got into more of a rhythm and it's more efficient for production. When it comes to pressing long sleeves, there's two ways to go about it. The first one is to take the sleeve and to thread it through what's called a sleeve platen. And what a sleeve platen does is that it makes it so that only the top layer is getting pressed. The second way to go about it is to take the sleeve and put it over a normal platen. And that means both layers, the top and the bottom, are getting pressed at the same time. If you're gonna go with the second option, I definitely recommend you pre-press the sleeve before you put the transfer on it. And that's gonna help you avoid any wrinkles or any seams that might get in the way. So we're gonna pre-press all of the sleeves first and stack them up on the table in front of the press. Now we're gonna take our transfer and place it on the sleeve exactly where we want it to go, then hold it down with some heat resistant tape. But make sure you pay special attention to the direction of the transfer because you don't want this thing to be upside down. Then we're gonna lay it over the platen, cover it with the protective sheet, and give it the first press. When the time is up, lift the press, remove the sheet, give it a few seconds to cool down, and then remove the transfer film. Now cover it with the protective sheet and give it the second and final press. Then I just repeated the process to finish the order. As a thank you to our customer for placing repeat orders with us, we made them a trucker hat with their design on it. If you want to see all the things you can make with DTF transfers, check out the link in the description and follow for more. Before we pack everything up, we're gonna take a few pictures and videos of the finished products so we can make content for social media to generate sales. And that's gonna wrap it up for this order, guys. But do you have any tips on how to print long sleeves? If you do, share them in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time here at the Print Shop. Hey everyone, I'm Leo with Key Print Co. and welcome back to the Print Shop.